Sanjaya Senanayake is an associate professor of the Australian National University Medical School. He joins us from Canberra. Thank you so much for your time. Now, how exactly does this pill work? When we talk about antiviral, what does it mean in layman's terms?
So how this particular pill works, molnupiravir, is by stopping the virus replicating and multiplying effectively. Therefore, it doesn't have healthy progeny and it can't multiply and spread everywhere.
Okay, so this study that's been done, there were just 775 patients and it's yet to be peer-reviewed. So in your opinion, going to the FDA in the US to ask for authorization, is it too soon? Should we be having more studies with a bigger group?
Look, from an efficacy point of view, I think it's reasonable. It's a good study. It's shown a 50% reduction in risk of hospitalisation and death if you've got this particular medicine versus placebo. The only thing is the numbers are very small in terms of looking for uncommon or rare side effects. So that may be the only thing the FDA will have to take into account moving forward. But certainly having an oral medication that can be used in the community setting without people having to come into hospital to have an injection of a monoclonal antibody, for instance, would be very useful.
Who does this pill work best for? Is it somebody who already has COVID in the early stages, or can it be used on those who've developed COVID-19 but their symptoms are more severe?
Right. So there was actually an earlier trial with this particular medication where they used it in people who were very sick and hospitalized with COVID, and it wasn't particularly successful in that setting. This particular trial has been in people who have not been sick enough to be hospitalized with COVID, with mild to moderate symptoms, who are within 6 days of getting their COVID illness and have some risk factors for getting severe COVID, like heart disease or being over the age of 60. So this particular group of people, it worked well. So it's not for everyone, it is for a targeted group through the trial.
This is really a breakthrough in the fight against COVID-19, but I would imagine it's not something that replaces vaccinations at all.
No, so look, that's really important. So at the end of the day, vaccination at the moment seems to protect around, depending on the vaccine we're talking about, protects people from hospitalisation and severe COVID in about 90% of cases. So vaccination is paramount. But these other measures are useful too. So as well as this particular medication we're talking about, there's a monoclonal antibody like sotrovimab, which can also reduce the risk of hospitalisation in certain people with mild to moderate COVID. And it's obviously much easier for someone to take tablets than to have to come into hospital to have an injection of a monoclonal antibody, which is also likely to be a lot more expensive.
Yeah, very interesting developments there in the fight against this pandemic. Sanjaya, great to get your take on this. Thank you so much.